Hey guys, it's Kalyn, and today I'm doing something a bit different. I'm doing my first ever car vlog / rant. It's exciting times in this world. So hopefully everyone is safe. I make it back. So we're just gonna see how this goes. I really haven't made a video, and I want to say like 2 months. And the reason for that is that my husband and I moved back to California. Well, I moved back to California to my original hometown. I brought him with me whether he liked it or not. I'm just kidding, he's excited to be here too. We moved from Tennessee to California. I was out there for school, I worked a little bit, and then I decided, you know, California is where I'm meant to be. And so here we are, super excited about it. Only problem is that we had a moving company move all of our stuff. We moved back March 14th. It is now May 9th. Yeah, so we still don't have our stuff. I don't have any of my books. I don't have all my camera equipment, so I've kind of just been at a stalemate when it comes to making videos. And I feel like I like having an excuse, because all the other times where I went months on end without making a video, it's just because I got busy, didn't put the time into it, but now I have an actual excuse. The moving company has everything. But you guys didn't come here to hear about my horrible moving experiences. You came here for a rant, and that's what I'm gonna give you. And I haven't made a rant on this channel, I don't think ever. But I have not been more disappointed in a book than I am when it comes to A Court of Frost and Starlight. Yeah, that's what it is, right? I keep getting mixed up. They all sound the same to me. Anywho, if you love this book, I am happy for you. I truly am. I wanted to love this book too. I haven't made it this far in the series just because, but here we are. So, I hope no one takes offense to this. It's not why I'm making it. I'm making it because I need to express myself. I need to express myself because I am so mad. I love this series. It's not every day that you find a series that you hold dear to your heart like I did with this one, but that's probably one of the main reasons why I'm so disappointed with this novella. So yeah, anyways, this is gonna be full of spoilers, obviously. Just by the title of this video, you know I don't like it. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. I didn't like it. So for those of you who are ready for the spoilers, we're gonna jump in now. So the first thing I thought, and the first question I had after finishing this novella was, why does it exist? Why does it exist? Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens. It's supposed to be this bridge between Acofas and until the next set of characters that are going to get their own perspectives, I guess. But it really didn't need to exist. Literally everything that happened in this book, everything that happened could have been condensed and then put into the next installment. All that happened was the fact that they had a winter solstice? I don't know how to say it. They had Christmas. They had their fairy Christmas, and they went and bought things, they ate food, they spent money, walked around Valerie's, which was kind of cool. I liked seeing the town. That was nice. The problem is that that's not enough for a novella. A 200-page novella, no less. And I've read novellas that have had substance, and this wasn't one of them. Another reason why this book just really frustrated me before even reading it was the fact that it was sold for $17.99. That was the original price. Did I pay that? Hell no. I bought it off Amazon for 12 bucks. But that's besides the point. Acofas was sold for $1 more, $18.99. However, that book was 700 pages long. So they really sold this novella for $1 less than a 700-page book? Really? They did that? To me, that just convinces me that this exists solely for the money. Maybe that's not true, but that's how I saw it. It makes me think of, you know, those movies, the book to adaptation movies. When it comes to the last installment, they always split it up into 2 movies, even when it's totally unnecessary, and you know they just do it for the money. That's what this made me think of. And it just made me even angrier. And I haven't even talked about everything in the book that's made me angry so far, but just that alone just kind of, the knife just dug in a little bit more after I already hated the book, and then I just thought about all these other things. I'm like, yeah, you know what? This whole existence of this whole book just existing makes me angry. I really need to pull over because just talking about this book is gonna make me get into a wreck. There we go. I'm gonna go to my church. Just park in the parking lot. Hopefully no one notices me. Nothing to see here but people's. So I already talked about how there's pretty much no plot here. Nothing really. It summarizes a bit of the last book. I don't need a summary though. You can put a summary in an actual next installment, that's fine, but I don't need a novella to summarize what I read not too long ago. And then we have Tamlin, just to remind us about how much he sucks. Why not just kick a horse while he's down? And then we have Nesta. I liked her in the previous books, and then the last book we got some actual character development there, so I was actually really excited because I knew, or kind of not knew, but I had a good feeling that the next book was going to be hers and Cassian's. But then here we have Nesta, and she's an absolute horrible person to the point where I don't even know where her redeeming qualities are going to come from. There was nothing in this novella, and I don't know if it's going to make fans excited to read the next book. I'm still going to read the next book because of Cassian. I am interested to hear of his story. I've been wanting a story for Cassian for a long time, so just because this novella was a flop for me doesn't mean I'm not going to continue on. I think there is still something there. I just really hope it's not a repeat of what I've just read. As for the other characters, Mor and Azriel were fine. I just want to hear more of their stories. But Feyre and Riesland, dear God, I feel like I'm forever scarred when it comes to those two. I miss the old Feyre and Riesland. You know, when their conversations actually had substance. When it wasn't just all about them being horny for each other. That's all this book was when it came to those two. It was just super cringy. I think the first chapter with Riesland is literally him being horny for Feyre and undressing her with his eyes. Words can't express how disappointed I am with their relationship and how it was written. Their relationship was so much more than sex in the previous books. But that's all it is now. They're just horny for each other every time they see each other. It's just unrealistic. Just the sexual innuendos in this book are super cringy. The sex scenes are atrocious. I am very well aware that the previous books have had very descriptive sex scenes, but they weren't like this. It made me want to gag, especially every time I read from Rhys's perspective and how dominating he was. I didn't want any of it. I didn't need it. We didn't need that long drawn out sex scene. Did no editor think that whole scene was just total trash? It could have been done so much better. It was painful just reading that scene. Let's just move on to Feyre. Until now, Feyre was really growing on me. I didn't really care for her in the first book. She just whined all the time, but I really enjoyed her in the next two installments. Here, however, I couldn't care less to all of her problems. We had this naive girl who was brought over into the fairy realm, who had to endure these trials under the mountain, who then was turned into a fae, had to adapt into this entire new lifestyle, who then had to endure and overcome an abusive relationship. Feyre, who was a part of this horrible war and had to watch families lose their loved ones. But you know what Feyre's biggest hurdle was in this book? Painting in front of people, because it's just so hard. First world fairy problems are just so hard. That's actually this whole book. First world fairy problems. They have just so much money. Feyre just doesn't know how to spend it. She doesn't want to spend too much, but she is the richest person and she has an abundance of wealth. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about Feyre's shopping experiences and finding gifts for everyone and people opening their gifts on Fairy Christmas Day. Like I said, this book did not need to exist. The only new thing that came out of this book was the fact that now Feyre and Riesland want to have a child. That's it. That's it. I didn't need a 200-page novella for that to occur. No, and I certainly did not need to be in their perspectives right after they decided to try for a child. I could have done without that. I didn't need that in my life. But no, a $17.99 novella really needed to exist for us to really bridge the gap between these books. No. Actually, the only interesting thing from this book wasn't even in the novella. It was a little spoiler chapters for the next installment with Nesta and Cassian, and those did interest me. I will most likely continue on. Mostly for Cassian. Nesta, like I said, I'm not sure how her character is going to redeem herself, but at this point, I'm more interested in her character than I am Farrah's. Farrah just... she's Farrah. She's queen of... what? High lady... whatever. Lady of the Night Court, who has all this money and loves to shop but doesn't want to admit it. That's what she's become. And yeah. So yay for first ever car vlog. Hopefully it was a success. I don't know. But yeah, so comment down below. I would love to talk to you guys more about this book. Let me know if you hated it as much as me, or let me know if you really enjoyed it. I love to hear from different perspectives, even if they aren't the same as my own. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and hopefully my stuff gets here soon so I can make some more proper videos. Or maybe I'll just stick to car vlogs if this turns out okay. So yeah, we'll see. Alright guys, have a great day. Talk to you next time.